Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Tulane Green Wave, Tulane Stadium in New Orleans, Louisiana, as we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Tulane Green Wave. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And we've said many times that tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella. He delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8, they'll go to the ground, looking for room at the 40. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop.
I like to go back to it and hurry up, get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll run it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's complete to the left. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. And the Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wants to go up top. Back's looking for the goal line. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They moved him forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part.
Touchdown, Ohio State! Fitted in the window for the score.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculate it down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup, accurate throw, and they get paid.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Tulane Green Wave offense will have its first chance to go on the attack. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress the defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year.
There he goes! Quick step and go! A big play gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. Tulane using that big run to generate momentum. The give on the option. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And they'll take over first and 10.
Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You see all this movement in football now. All the stem, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt.
Oh, he found a space on the right. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Buckeyes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
They'll give it to the back. Oh, what a cut! Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got enough space, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And he makes the extra point.
14, Tulane 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Pressure coming. Grabbed in the middle. It's Browning. Just has a knack for hitting that move on time. He's out to the 33. The Green Wave with plenty of options here on second and short. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Browning. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. This offense will snap it from the 42 on first and 10. They'll run the screen. Turning it on. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Off play action on first down. He makes the grab. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. From the gun, the running back has it. Oh, better look out! And here's the tackle at the line of scrimmage, and that'll send us to the second quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. He'll keep it on the sneak. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. They'd be looking at a 53-yard field goal from here. Instead, they'll try to pick it up on fourth down. Going for the marker on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Green Wave working with a fresh set of downs. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here. Wants to go up top on first down. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They're working that left side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On third down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab down the middle. He gets it inside the 25. They'll stop him at the 24. Not enough for the first down, and it's a fourth down decision time coming. On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but it looks as if they'll go for it. On fourth down, trying to find his man. A shot toward the end zone. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. Plenty of work to do here on second and long.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window, and the intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking down the middle. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. This offense has it with really good field position. That's caught. It's Browning. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. From the gun. Unleashes to the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5. Back to pass. Big guy smells it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. Gonna look downfield again. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Tulane! In from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Quickly complete. Got room at the 35. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The running back has it. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. And the Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Montana. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. It's complete. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays, and now set up for 1st and goal.
After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Tulane 7.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Tight end now in motion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Dumps it off in the flats. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Looking to throw for it. Here's the pressure. Scrambling away. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a 1st down and a pickup of 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Right on the money. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Line gets set, 1st down. DB's right up on the receivers. Quarterback on the keeper. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. It's complete to the right. Turns it on to midfield. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Tulane right back to the line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Lofts one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Under fire. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. The Buckeyes with a long way to go after the... And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Breaks into the open. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
And how about this offense? What are you thinking as a defense right now? I'm thinking pass, bringing in guys, making sure I stay deep, playing for the pass, and they run.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. They'll immediately call timeout. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Gets it out fast. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. The play action fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. And the Buckeyes will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
They'll send the back in motion. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in at the 25. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Now this offense is back on the field. Some misdirection with the counter. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Swings it out to his running back. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Down to the 36-yard line, and some nifty moves to try to make a big play on the interception. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Running to the left. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quick completion to the right. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Looking for a productive play on first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. And the Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. The Buckeyes line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll touchdown Buckeyes! Quick strike through the air for the score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. Lets it fly. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They'll run play action. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Green Wave lining up, facing 3rd and long. He wants to throw it. Flips it out on the screen. Past the 30. There he goes. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains and the screen pass is effective. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. They're going to run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Pulls and fires it complete to the right.
They're throwing the swing pass to the back, just trying to get him the ball in space to see if he can make people miss. That time, though, the defense, nice job with the tackle.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Complete out of the backfield. He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on 4th. He wants it all. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Got the 1st down and more. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. He's knocked down for a loss of 7. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Turning it on! And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Tulane to the line, facing second and short. Off the play fake. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 25. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. He's got it on the run. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run for it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Tulane right back to the line. He's looking to throw. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. A 4th quarter field goal down by this much. That's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do... Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. Touchdown, Green Wave. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Tulane comes to the line needing less than a yard on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Got a man in the middle. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Looking to throw again. Oh, he makes the catch. You
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done.
Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Green Wave. And here they come almost all the way back.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Handoff to the single running back. Got enough for the first. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the...
Oh, he's got some space. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. They go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays